Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, very excited because we hit the top 200 globally, and I haven't played since. We just hit this earlier today, so we've fallen off a little bit, but I'll throw it up on the screen somewhere. We hit like 189 or something like that, so pretty stoked about that. And spoiler alert, we actually ended up doing better at the end of this video, so I'm not going to bother throwing up a picture of where we were at earlier today. Honestly, today was a huge grind, and there was something that I just switched, and that made the huge world of difference. I already had all the same tech. I just couldn't win a match until I switched up the attack, which we're going to cover extensively in a second. I don't know if there's a lot of other people that have caught on to this just yet, so hopefully it helps you guys out quite a lot. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed already, I appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, guys. We're closing on 30,000 subs. I'd love to hit that at some point. Doesn't make a difference to you guys. You'll still see the videos whenever you see them. But I appreciate it if you hit that stupid little button for me. And of course, if you're using the code CHICKEN in the shop, make sure to check out the Discord server. Link to that is in the video description. The Discord's a great place. You guys should all join if you like warships. And if you like commenting on the videos, then you should definitely be in the Discord server, because it's just people in there talking about warships all the time. So yeah, with that being said, let's go over the tech tree first. Then we'll go over the attack like we usually do. So here's where we're at today. Now, I actually have some tokens to spend here, which I'm going to do right now. But yeah, so basically what I did today, we didn't do too much in terms of tech. We upgraded the shock bomb once. We got critters, and we upgraded them to tick 3. I didn't want to put more points into them just yet because we have some more important stuff coming up. My next chest, I'm going to get gunboat energy, and the one after that, we're going to get building health. So I think what I'm going to do is put more points into gunboat energy and the rest into... I should probably do troop health, actually. Yeah, that's what we should really do right now, I think. It's always the stat nodes. They're always the most important. So let's do our troop health, and that should help us just absorb a couple more rocket launcher hits for our bombardiers. And I don't know if we have anything else there. I know I'm scrolling, but I'm trying to look quickly at what I want to upgrade before we get into the attack. So, you know what I'm actually going to do too? I'm going to do medkits. Screw it. Do we have a chest right now? Actually, yeah, we do. All right, let's get this chest first before we spend any more other tokens. And I'll show you guys a couple good attacks. And look at some of these times, man. Some of these times were just fantastic. 238, that was my best one. Let's go over this one here. But yeah, so what happened today was I got up to one fight within hitting rank 19. We call that a boss fight usually. Actually, I should be... I'm going to have to replay this. Yeah, we call that a boss fight. And I got up to that point, and I missed it. And then I went all the way back down to 18 and like a couple stars. And then from there, I just grinded it out. I was watching replays and finally figured out the attack strategy that worked, because it was my base that I was struggling against. This front-loaded 4-engine base. It is dirty. And yeah, all right, so let's just go over the attack. So the first thing we want to do here is we are primarily launching from this ramp. Now, I know it's safer to launch from this one, and you're going to finish the base that way. This one, you kind of risk fizzling, not with this attack strategy, but just in general. But if you guys are launching from down here, the attack is just too slow. Like, you're not going to win enough of them to do that consistently. So here's what we want to do. So we want to throw 2 boats of mechs, and then instantly throw 3 boats of bombers. Now, I'm going to talk pretty generally about this, because it honestly doesn't matter. For all the bases that I went against today, it was just copy-paste. I did the exact same thing. It didn't really matter anything that I did. The only thing that you have to watch out for is how well covered the bottom is. But typically, 2 bombardiers are going to be enough to get through. Worst case scenario, bring 3 mechs, and then go 1 mech and 1 boat of bombers on the bottom. And then you can go your 2 mechs and then 4 boats of bombers and Everspark over on this side. All right, so we're over here. Now, the first thing that we want to do once we drop our mechs right there is drop our bombers, and then we're going to flare. So obviously, the mechs are a lot slower than the bombers, and typically what happens if you drop them all at once is the mechs take forever to get up to the top. The bombers run in front of them and then die. So we want to avoid doing that, and we can do that just by simply flaring the closest defense that's on the landing ramp. So when we do that, the bombers aren't going to walk up to the flags where they normally would. They're going to stop back here, and they're going to shoot the second they get off the boat, locking them in place, allowing the mechs to get out in front. And the whole idea of this attack strategy is to simply overload the one side, so you're not fighting all of the cannons and all the shock launchers and everything at once. That's where you're going to start to fizzle. That's where my mistake was today. I was throwing them out. I was spreading the troops out a little bit too much, and they were all dying from everything at once. So next, we're going to throw in Everspark. And you notice when I throw in Everspark, I instantly use the Critter Swarm. So that's going to allow the cannons, boom cannons, everything to get off of her. It'll give the mechs a bit of a breather for a second. And then we're going to go ahead and start shocking the shock launchers. So from there, we're just simply free clearing. You see down here, I've got my one boat of mechs and one boat of bombers there going to work. They don't really need too much love. You just got to be careful the bombers aren't going to walk directly into boom mines, because if you guys haven't noticed yet, the mechs love to avoid mines. So just be very careful with that. And then as we come around the corner here, typically your mechs are dead by this point. But everything is so weak at 4 engines still right now, and we don't have any building damage, defensive building damage. We can basically just walk right through the base and just use critters and medkits. And you want to use all your spare GBE, not on trying to take down the engine early, but clearing the mine paths. Depending on this is where it starts to depend on the base, but the landing is the same for every one of these hits. But yeah, and then as you get through the base, sometimes you can flare early, sometimes he might not have building health and you can barrage down an ER. But for the most part, we're just simply walking through, keeping the bombers alive, nice and healthy, and then getting that last Hail Mary flare in as soon as we can. So I've gotten as like 250 doing this sometimes. It's always going to depend. It's not, just, it's going to be amazing. Some hits I get 220. But if you're around 224 was the sweet spot, I think. 220 plus really is good. And you guys are probably going to be able to progress just from there. So let's get into some live hits now. We got a win streak on our hands. And let's see if we can put this all into practice here. So, yeah, pretty good. We also have a chest to get, so we should get moving here. But yeah, pretty good day overall, and hopefully we can keep that up. Let's try again. That was searching a little bit too long. I find if I let it search too long, then the Wi-Fi kind of gets weird. So it's better to keep the connection nice and stable. All right, let's go, and there we go. All right, so we're going against an 18. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly. Now, I've got a new iPad stand here. You guys can't see this, but I'm playing like this, so it's kind of strange. I'm going to move the microphone a little bit. Apologies if that makes the sound worse, but we got to focus here. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and flare. And we're going to go down here next. We're going to go 1 and 1. Now, notice how I'm saving this one boat of bombers. So we're going to go Everspark right up like that. And I'm actually going to go bombers right up here like this. And now we can start the shock parade. And also another thing that I didn't mention is the medkits actually work a little bit earlier on the ramps than what we're used to. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I don't know if that's actually changed. I saw a comment on it yesterday, and I think Shish explained how it actually works, but you can get away with it a little bit better. Whoa. Get a shock down there. So you see what I mean? These guys need some love sometimes. Those critters will keep them alive. I think we're good over here. Okay, so now we're getting ready to get that final flare in. All right, we got our bomber set down there. And okay, so we're going to keep a final Hail Mary barrage. And let's go a little bit slow on that flare. We got 55 GB left. 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming this guy has building health. Yeah, but still we want to... I'm going to reflare there. It's about to expire. Uh-oh. Are my bombers still alive? Yes, they are. Okay, 1, 2... Boom, there we go. 235. Let's go, dude. All right, so that's exactly how we want to do it. That's exactly how we want to do it. That's the attack. That's the everything. Now, we changed up the base a bit today, too. And look at this. This guy's going to fizzle. Oh, he's fizzling hard. So that's the secret chicken sauce right there. And it's been working really, really well. So hopefully that helps you guys out, because I was struggling a lot with the attack today, like I said, and it was getting really frustrating. I was like, what am I doing wrong here? So happy that worked out, and hopefully it helps you guys out too. Now, you see we only got 13 stars there because that guy was rank 18. So that's going to move us up to where? Up to where, chicken? Did we get the top 200 with that? Oh, yes, sir. We're 20. Oh, almost top 150. All right, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, making big moves, guys, and hopefully that helps you out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure you leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.